What is going on, everybody? Welcome to Puckin Around. My name is Jordan. You may know me as Shot Props. Joining me today, we've got Walla at Walla Bets. What's going on, Walla?
Not much. Cold.
Yeah, I know it's chilly. We've got Ray, aka Firefighter Bets. Ray, how we doing?
Yeah.
And we've got Tyson, aka at Spit Nicholas.
Yeah.
How we doing, fellas?
Good. Okay, I missed it. Did we get a year from Walla?
Oh yeah, I had to turn the volume down. It was so loud.
Hell yeah. Love to hear. I mean, if Walla's here all the time, he's got to perfect.
I'm gonna rewatch the show and make sure he did say it.
Yeah. He's got.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Much more manageable slate today. 9 games. We won't be nearly as rushed. We can dive in a little bit more, be much better. Adam is in the comments. What's going on, Adam? Thank you for joining us today. If you're watching, we keep this as interactive as possible. Feel free to be active in the chat. Questions, comments, plays that you like. It's all good. We keep it. We're going to get as many on screen as we can. Anybody have anything they want to talk about before we dive into the slate?
Had a good Tuesday. We had a good Tuesday on here.
Yep.
Just want to say that. Yeah, the boys crushed it. I know Walla had a couple plays early on that he didn't play that smacked, so hopefully somebody did. Personally, I went 4-1. I think Ray went 5-2, 4-2.
5-2. Yeah.
5-2. Yeah. Feel like we all did pretty good, so let's just keep it rolling.
Yeah, it was a 5-2 for me as well.
Hell yeah.
Really live bet that Tyson didn't join me on, but he could have.
All right, whatever.
First hat trick in 8 years for Nylander. Gets it done.
What are we doing here? We're calling people out now? I see it.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Nobody
Whatever,
joined me.
Jordo. Hope San Jose plays today.
Oh.
No, they
will
do.
see.
I can't wait to roast you later.
Oh yeah, I got a couple things in that game I like.
Right.
Yeah, don't get ahead of us, Tyson. Okay, let me. Let's jump right into it then. So we've got the Ottawa Senators taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Both these teams shooting a ton. Ottawa's given up a reasonable amount of shots. Tampa is a good target for wingers. Ottawa is a good target for centers. And Tyson is going to look at some player props. Let's do it. So, centers on Tampa. Any centers that are good at home?
At home? Yeah, I'm not sure.
Everybody's on point, right?
It kind of sucks.
I didn't even look at this game yet, but
okay, it's a live look.
I think everybody's going to be on point.
I think it makes sense.
They just played, right? These two teams just played.
Yep.
And he didn't score, correct?
Yeah, I think
he didn't score, and they just played. If I am remembering correctly, because I think he.
No goal.
Yeah, he's got a nice head to head, and point. How many? What he's at 49%. Oh, that's shots. What is he for a goal on the season?
At home or just in general?
Just in general, because I mean, plus 145 odds.
At home.
Yeah,
51.
I mean, I think that's worth a look for me. I think people were on him last game. He didn't come through. Matchup is there again, and plus 145 just seems pretty good. That's on my radar. I didn't do anything with it, but definitely looking at that. I figured it'd be lower.
For sure. I mean, I like to take Braden Point shots at home in a bad matchup. So if we get a good one here, I'm definitely on that. So I definitely like his goal as well. Plus 145 for a guy who's scoring over half of his games.
Yeah, he slowed down, but I just think that.
Well, his rate was unsustainable at the start. So
yeah.
Worth noting, if you're looking at shots, you are getting even money. He missed Ottawa had 2 on net, but 7 attempts.
Yeah,
That's even better. I kind of like that he missed.
yeah, because
Dave in the
he's
chat.
7 attempts. He's normally hitting 3 shots and scoring with that volume.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Dave, what's going on? We got a couple plays in the chat that we got to take a look at. Reyes
yeah.
saying Gensel
Dave-
shots.
Dave gave us a year.
Dave's always good for a year.
I know.
Gensel shots is Reyes taking a look at here.
I keep thinking you're saying Ray and not Ray.
He's
Fair.
just always thinking about himself.
Blah, 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 blah.
So there's Gensel coming out 2 strong games. What are we thinking
Yeah.
about this Ray at Firefighter Bets? What do you think about Gensel?
I actually lean him today. I'd rather play him over Point.
I think Ray's the biggest Braden Point hater in the world.
Him, bro. I don't touch him or Hagel anymore. I really don't. I'm not opposed to taking Point, but I think I'm gonna just go with a winger here.
Okay. That's fair.
I was also looking, like we know this team's just played. Vazzy saves line again is at 24.5. He had 25 saves against Ottawa last game, so he cleared it by just 1 shot. I think it's another good look, honestly. I know Tampa. Oh my bad. Hold on. I closed it out.
I got their numbers if you need anything.
Yeah, let me see their numbers really quick.
Yep. So these are numbers over the last 30 days for anybody who's new here.
Yeah, I like his saves again. I think that 24.5 is kind of too low. Vazzy has also hit an 8 out of his last 10 games at home too, so 9 out of his last 10. So
Okay. Oh, does Tyson have that?
dude, look at his splits from home to road. They're
Dude,
actually
we literally
insane.
bet this in this matchup like on Tuesday.
Oh yeah. I think
We-
I was doing.
We literally
something
I
where
showed
just
this
had-
like it was unbelievable at home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's all it. That's why it's like if you liked something the other day, I mean, what are you doing? Unless there's some crazy change. I don't have a problem with Gensel shots. He's got
Mhm.
big games. I'm sure the shot attempts are up there. That looks good to me. I always kind of like going at that. Like how Point had 7 attempts and missed. His efficiency is just like.
on top of that.
I think it's just worth a look.
Sorelli's out tonight as well.
Oh, he's out.
Yeah, Sorelli's out. I think Cam Atkinson is taking a spot, I believe.
It's center? Jeez.
Yeah,
I don't remember that guy ever playing center.
Sorelli's out. That's 2 shots.
Oh shit, Getzel's playing center. Unless these are just projected lines.
No, these are from a legitimate source.
Oh yeah. Getzel, give it to me.
Yeah, Ottawa weak against centers, so even better for Gensel.
Wait, he's by himself on the second line. Well, not by himself, but he's not with Point or Cooch. So yeah,
One man line.
It's just him. It's 1-man line. They throw everybody else back on defense. I like that even more now.
I mean, Hagel's been
rip.
awesome at home this year too.
For sure. I just mean Gensel away from Point and Cooch.
Yeah, I agree.
Mhm.
He should.
That was
shoot
kind of the
more,
reason I
would think.
didn't like Gensel. I was like, I kind of like Point, so I don't want to play Gensel. But if they're separated, then absolutely go.
They're both good looks now. Because I mean,
Mhm.
don't want to be eating my words later, but it's like Atkinson. I mean, I'm not anticipating him stealing a lot of volume. I mean, I guess he could be like, "This is my opportunity," and just rip him. But
Yeah, this isn't 2016.
I think Point should get his.
Couple comments we'll get to real quick, and then we'll wrap this one up. Adam loves Forsberg saves. No line on that one yet. Vassy looks good. We like Vassy, so
25.5.
25.5. Okay, what do we think about that?
25.5?
25.5. There's some team numbers.
Dude, I mean, I just want to show you like what happened here. Oh, never mind.
I got you.
just
I got you.
show you.
Is at 33 at home.
Look at this. Like, so this is 24 and a half. So he lands on 25 a lot.
Yeah, that's pretty sweaty.
Yeah.
Just do 20 each from these guys. What's that? Holy shit odds.
I do like.
have.
I like Forsberg though. I'm gonna play that as well.
Okay. That's another one,
Allmark had 34 saves last game.
Yeah, I was just looking. You had that other your other page up, saying Tampa had like 33 shots or something. Was that shots for?
Yep,
So,
almost 34. Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, and then they're 28 at shot against. So what? That's like a 4 or 5 save cushion there, according to those numbers.
Yep, absolutely. There we go. So good stuff. Does anybody like any Ottawa wingers? Tampa not great against wingers lately. And Dave, a couple of us on points, shots, or goal. Walla seems to be leading goal as well. So however you want to play point, I think we like him today. Anybody like any wingers on Ottawa, or is that about it for this one?
Can you scroll down on your page, Gordo, so you can see the power plays as well?
I got you.
Okay.
I wasn't looking at anybody. I didn't even look at this game before we got on here.
That's totally fine.
Dude, I woke up 10 minutes before we went live. Like I don't do
My daughter's
before either.
Snow day today, so she's home and we got both kids home, so it's just chaos.
Oh, no.
Let's keep rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We can
Just
do
'cause
that.
less games today doesn't mean we can be slower.
We already did 13 minutes.
The
so we
Canucks
should
play
probably-
today, so we have to make up for 15 minutes.
Dude, shut up. I was fine last night.
And it's against the Sharks, so I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we need at least 5 minutes. to
any
talk
games
about-
we just want to skip? Is there any game that nobody's looking at anything?
There was a few. We'll get to them. I'll know once we get to that game. But there's like 1 or 2 games that I really don't care.
Yeah, I'm trying to
Okay.
focus in on just a few games now because everything looks good, and then
Mhm.
stuff can get out of control. So
You know,
I don't even want to look at some games because then I'm going to get tempted by some stuff, and I want to trust my gut on which games I like.
Totally.
Absolutely. Okay, let's. With that being said, we can keep it moving. Next up, Vegas Golden Knights taking on the New Jersey Devils. Both these teams sub 500 in their last 10. Vegas is allowing a ton of goals, 5th most goals against over the last 30 days. Neither of these teams are allowing many shots, though. But with that being said, particularly bad the Devils are against defensemen. Anybody liking anything in this one? We do have a couple comments that I'll highlight before I throw it to Tyson. Reyes likes Timo. Head-to-head looks real good, but apparently he played.
When were those games, though?
Yeah,
When were the head-to-head games?
We'll take a look at that.
I don't think it's relevant unless it's in New Jersey.
Yeah. And Victor Olofsson, if he's with Jack Devils' 3rd worst to right wingers.
Olofsson's road chart was ridiculous to open the season. He went like 12 or 13 straight games with a point on the road.
Yes, he
to
did.
start.
Started real hot.
It was pretty hilarious. I don't know what he's been doing lately, but if he's on a good line and he's on the road, he's been very good this year. Yeah, he's been quiet, but if you go up to the whole thing, like his whole season chart, he was really hot. So yeah, if you're looking at the lines, if he's on a good line, that's
sorry,
look
Tyson.
to me.
Stole it away from you for 1 second. We'll throw it back to you. Olofsson is on line 1 with Eichel and Barbashev. That was confirmed about 20 minutes ago. So that's the line.
Who did he replace
in practice?
Stone?
Oh, Stone, yeah.
Stone on
no,
line
Stone's on line 3.
Dorofeyev on
Gotcha.
line 2.
Yeah, I like that. They had Coleslaw top line last game?
Colasar. Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
The only thing Yeah, so this has to be new, right?
Threw
Because
it back to you.
I'm just looking at his TOI. Like he was
He's gonna
great
get
here.
good time.
Yeah, today he's gonna get a good time. But like, you can look into that and be like, oh, he didn't score last 3. Well, 2 of those games he played 12 or fewer
What
minutes.
power
so-
play is he on? Because he was power play 1 for a bit too.
He's on
when
the
he was
second.
on that run. So okay,
Yeah.
so that's a little upsetting, but that's not a bad look. If you think that Vegas is going to score, I don't
Does
know
he
what
even have a point line though? That's the question, because it wasn't on here.
You might have to, message support, be like, this guy's top line, and then a few hours later they'll probably add it. They usually do.
Cool, right on.
Don't just go to Twitter and complain. Just actually message their support people and ask. It's so
Proactive.
funny. I see that. I'm just like, just ask them.
Yeah, I don't think they have a problem adding someone to take your money. Like,
They'll be like, oh, we'll ask our traders, and then they'll get it.
So Olafson, what do we think? Shots, points? Do we like? We worth playing?
No, in my opinion.
It's a no from Ray.
I don't like the matchup. If it was some crazy odds for his point, maybe then could dabble. But I don't know. I could see this being just a boring game.
And it is Nico Dawes. His save line is at 24.5.
really?
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
taking
Yeah,
that.
Jake Allen. I picked him up when Markstrom went down, and he hasn't played the last 2 games.
Nico
Killing me.
Dawes is it. Ray, you said you played it.
I'm about to play it right now.
So
Yeah.
just want to highlight what a commenter said about Timo Meyer and its
Yeah.
good history. I mean, I would assume like these games were all with the Devils. I don't know for sure about this game, but these 2 for sure. Because this was February 2024, I think, or 2023.
Nice.
And I think that's was around when he got traded, so we'll just call it that. But he cleared 3 straight against Vegas for the Devils.
There you go.
His attempts are still pretty good. Like,
Jeez.
yeah, 19 attempt game, but
Yeah,
this is
I
7.
don't. That doesn't surprise me because Vegas just came into the league and just shit all over the Sharks.
Yeah,
He probably just has a hatred for them. They
For
were like,
sure.
we're a new team and we're immediately 1,000 times better than you guys, and we're gonna win the Stanley Cup. So he just hates them.
Yeah, that's annoying. 2.5. He's usually a guy that's 3.5. The only thing, 35% at home, 64% on the road. It's a big difference. So that would kind of be why I steer away. But
Yeah,
And
really
if
good
you're
numbers. So
if you're leaning no, Vegas allowing the second fewest shots, 24.9 against per game.
At the end of the day, it's not a good target. I mean,
Mhm.
Yeah, I
you know,
don't hate it.
simple.
I like your angle. Like it's a good head to head, but yeah, it's a pass from me.
Like,
Couple.
it's like Candy Cash, probably. You know, would I play it? Probably not.
That's fair.
Mhm.
Okay, we got an Alex Holtz revenge game. I don't think that's going to make anybody's card, but it is fun to know. And
I
Adam-
saw somebody play both Holtz and Cotter.
Okay, it's fun.
I was trying to
Yeah, I
think
think it
who
is like a
got
fun-
traded for each other at the right when you announced this game, and I just couldn't remember it all. So
Yeah,
that's probably something I'm
Paulie
not-
boy. I'd lean him over Holtz.
for sure. He had a 6 start to the year.
It's a
Yeah.
better. You said Vegas has been letting up goals lately.
Yes, 5th most.
Yeah, so I would look at if you want to take the really long shot on Cottard's like revenge angle, that could be cool. Or I mean, Hughes had a couple goals last game. He's been looking good. So, but the Devils can just end up scoring like 1 goal. They're just so they could just fall off the face of the earth so quick.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I'm probably not going to play anything in this game.
You're looking at Nico Dawes.
Over shots, yeah.
Ray, no, Ray said he
I
played
like-
that. I don't think we
Yeah,
gave
I
Ray a
did.
chance to talk about it.
No, it's fine. I do like that. Played him last game. He hit that. Like you just said, VGK, they're allowing a lot of goals. Aiden Hill in his last 5 games, has allowed 4 goals in 4 out of his last 5 games. So if that is the case tonight, they'll be playing behind. They're gonna have to play catch up. They're gonna be shooting like that, and then Shea Theodore. I believe you said the Devils are like top 10 in shots allowed to D lately. It's a parlay piece, but I do like it. It's a 1.5 line, but he's actually been hitting the 3 quite often his last couple games.
Very nice.
And his attempts are pretty solid too. So I think it's a parlay piece worthy.
These are fantastic ones for 3.5 or 1.5. Fantastic.
Okay. Lots of angles to look at in this one. Adam says Brendan Dillon shots, blocked shots rather, if they post a line. So there's another angle.
It's like Adam's nuts.
Yeah, no line there yet.
And
right,
big
shot
guy.
Ray, you playing just the 1.5 line and a parlay, or are you buying it up to 2.5, playing that too?
No, I'm gonna lay it with something. Maybe another 1.5 guy on some other team that we may get.
You ever think about, like, what about doing him at 2 shots and pairing it with the goalie you're looking at for saves?
That can work too. I know on one of my.
I mean, I would hate for him to go over saves, and you guys, but I'm just saying, like, you ever consider stuff like that? I mean,
correlated,
obviously.
Not so much, but that is a good idea, because on one of my books I can take Dawes at probably 23 or something like that.
Yeah, if you could drop that down and add, that's cool.
Yeah. I'll definitely see the odds on that. Probably get plus money for sure too. So.
Alrighty.
Trying to find some new angles, right?
Yes, sir.
They've been smart with these lines and stuff a lot lately. So.
Yeah.
What game we got next, guys?
Yeah, I got you. We got the Washington Capitals taking on the Philadelphia Flyers. Washington 7-1-2 in their last 10. The Flyers are 4-5-1 on a 4-game losing streak. Capitals 10th most goals for. Flyers 16th most goals against. Caps 17th most goals or shots for. Flyers 11th most shots against. Particularly bad against centers and defensemen. Capitals also not tremendous against defensemen. Fedotov in net for Philly. I don't know if we know who's in net for Washington as of now.
Oh, it switched to Fedotov. I am glad I got my play in earlier. I'm sure it's not plus money anymore.
Oh, interesting.
Lindgren is confirmed.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. We will throw it to Tyson. Our first comment from Reyes, OV goal, ? Empty netter, maybe. He's also wondering
might as well wait for empty netter.
People are freaking out about OV's empty netters. He's only got 6 more than Gretzky. Who cares?
Oh, I don't care at all.
Period splits for goal.
Let him score. You can't bet this, can you?
Yes, you can. Handle.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have any lines for these.
There it is.
That's insane.
Wow.
There it is.
What are the odds? Because obviously it's not plus 130.
I'll pull it up for you.
I don't know. It's on FanDuel. You can bring it up.
I don't have FanDuel.
Third period goal scorer. Oh, sorry. You have 365?
Yeah, they don't have it though, do they?
Live, you could bet. When the third period starts, you could bet third period goal scorer.
Just wanted to know what the pregame odds were for period goals.
Yeah.
Philly did some line changes too. Konechny's on the 3rd line now.
Yeah, let me pull that up.
3 shots doesn't look bad. Oh, we got a comment plus 400 for a third period goal.
Ah, thank you. He beat shot
I'd
props
probably just
to it.
wait though, because if they're winning, he's not getting a third period goal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's fair.
I have
unless you just want to sprinkle last goal scorer.
Yeah,
that's always a good one.
This is the lines that I have, Ray.
Gotcha. He's on the 2nd. Okay.
To be confirmed. Yeah, it looks like Mishkov on the 3rd line with Anthony Richard. I don't Mishkov's minutes just declining every week. Have you seen it? Have you seen it?
No,
I bet they're
wasn't
really
laughing at
excited
that.
about Kuzmenko.
Oh yeah, dude, that guy's not gonna play at all.
We have a Tippett hurt question mark. I got my injury page up here. Owen Tippett, upper body expected to be out at least 2 more days. Yeah, Tippett out for today.
I'm not playing anything in this game, so somebody else can go.
I did Protoss point or whatever.
Oh, okay. Fun.
Yeah. Oh, it's
plus 100.
Still plus 100. Nice. It was like plus 102 a little bit earlier.
He's on a streak.
Yeah, he's with Dubois, who's also been, he's found his groove. He's been playing really well. I just went for the better odds a little bit, and I think he's got a point in like 4 or 5 straight on the road. Protoss. So I was doing that, and I like that even better if you said Fedotov's in net.
5 straight on the road. A multi-point game there. One of them came against Philly on the road.
He did get a point against his Philly last time. It was at home, but I like him lately. He's good. He's been playing well this season, and I like that at plus money. Because I was looking at Dubois initially, and I was just like,
take it.
Which
take
I think
the other guy.
Fine, but,
also, I'm pretty sure Protoss plays PK, and I think they got a shorthanded point last game. So like that. I mean, you can't bet that or anything, but like just another time he's going to be on the ice. If he's getting power play, penalty kill time, and 5-on-5 time, like that's all good. So I like Protoss.
I like this guy.
Yeah.
I'm on John Carlson for a point.
Nice. Oh, I was going to say shots.
Oh, okay. I like his point. They moved. They were stacking Chikrin and Carlson on power play 1, but it seemed like they split them up. I think it was a couple games ago, and he's been racking up points since. Decent history against Philly as well. And
who did they take off the top power play?
Chikrin. He was on power play 1, but he went to power play 2, and I think they put Tom Wilson or Connor McMichael in place of him.
Cool. I got you. 1 second.
Either one of those. I don't know who they replaced, so I'm guessing it was McMichael.
Yeah, because McMichael was on there to start the year, but then got taken off. I'm pretty sure Wilson was always on there. So
yeah, and then he's on the PK team as well, PK1. So I like him for a point.
Yeah, very nice.
You're gonna say his shots, Jordan?
As a potential parlay piece, so the head-to-head looks great. Philly's not great against defense, and his attempts over the last 5 just looking pretty good.
Yeah, 8, 7, 6, 10.
He is a pretty. I was gonna say he is one of those defensemen who has a wild shot, though. So, I mean, that's great volume.
He's got to hit the net.
Yeah, he reminds me of like Bouchard. Sometimes will have like 14 attempts and no shots. Dougie,
yeah, absolutely. Just another look, not something that if you need a parlay piece, something to consider. We have a question from Dakota. Have you guys covered Jake Anderson?
I think he means Sanderson, right, from Ottawa.
I would
probably Anderson.
I think we didn't have that one.
Nobody said it, but yeah, he's 1.5. He's been he's got nice volume, I think, lately. If you look at
6 straight.
Oh, his volume dropped last game. Don't like that.
Yeah, kind of worrisome.
Don't like a defenseman going 2 for 2.
Look at his splits really quick, Tyson.
A little bit worse on the road, 64% compared to 84% at home. Yeah, and another thing is you don't like his volume dipping, and that was his last game, and it was against Tampa. So
yeah, I'm not looking at that.
Yeah, I think we were leaning more on the Tampa side of things in that one.
Yeah, I mean, I'll rarely tell someone not to bet a 1.5 line, but because I mean, it's just 2 shots. You can hit that for sure, but that's not something I'll be playing.
I can hit that, honestly, for sure.
So we had.
Are you gonna hit it from behind, or how are you gonna hit it?
So wrapping up Washington, Philly, Walla had Protas for a point. That was still at plus 100 with Fedotov in net. I don't think anybody else had. Ray, did you have anything in that one?
Did you not listen to me?
Carlson point. That's what it was.
Bless you.
All right.
Thank you.
Okay. Let's keep it moving. We are halfway through the show. Next up, we've got the Utah Hockey Club, soon to be renamed potentially, taking on the Columbus Blue Jackets. Columbus allowing 13th most shots against, particularly bad centers. Utah 16th most goals against, kind of mid in terms of most of these stats. We will throw it to Tyson, and I will see if we've got any injury or goalie news.
So centers on
Utah.
I think Ray brought this guy up last time.
I'm making an SGP out of this game. There's so many options.
Okay, that's fun.
I have a profit boost too, so I think it's a good game to SGP.
Yep.
In terms of injuries, real quick, Logan Cooley out for Utah. We have Werenski day-to-day for Columbus, and Marchenko, Chinikov, Monahan, Jenner.
Well, Werenski, we should get an update when he wakes up from his nap, if you saw that. I'm not joking.
What?
It said?
It said that there was just a post. It was like he's day to day and he might play, and they'll check back in after his nap.
Must be nice.
Oh man, are we talking like a power nap, like 20 minutes? Are we talking an hour? I don't know. Barrett Hayton, anybody like him? I think if I was gonna attack
go to
him,
the volume. I always got to see the volume. Yeah,
if I was gonna attack him, I would probably do it the way Fire's doing it. Build an SGP out of this, take him for 2.
Yeah.
Because I think I like that a little bit better.
Yeah, that volume's
really
worthy of
the 2.5 for
with
sure.
Him for 3. I mean, I think so.
Yeah.
Plus 150, 155 for the 2.5, right?
2.5. Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah, really nice.
I have to write that one down.
The only thing, pretty shitty on the road. 19%.
Yeah, but when was that?
What do you mean?
Well, I mean, like look at his attempts are way higher right now. What about his minutes and stuff? Like, is it a similar situation? I mean, something's changed here. His attempts are way higher. Even in the last couple road games, look at it, it's going up. What about his time on ice?
Jesus.
Yeah, his TOI is pretty much doesn't really do much, but he's definitely shooting more. So I'm just saying, like, I don't think you need to immediately toss it out because he's on the road. There's been a shift in something.
I think Cooley injury.
Yeah.
No Cooley, probably something like that. I think you gotta go to injuries for Cooley. Yeah, there he is. Top one right there.
Blind.
There you go.
Yeah, without Cooley, he's 3 for 3.
Yeah. Pretty good. So I don't mind the plus 155,
yeah.
Especially in a favorable matchup against centers.
Yeah.
So Waggy said, I believe he was on the third line until Cooley got injured. So that's a good note there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ray,
I like Fantilli on the other side.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Looking at who?
I did his 3 shots. Fantilli. His volume's just it's just spiked really high. There's injuries. I mean, if Werenski's in, I guess that some shots, but I mean, he was still hitting it a few games ago, even with Werenski in, I think. So I think it's more about Marchenko's not there. He's just gotten much better opportunity. That's what I'm looking at it there. Those attempts are just
Even with Werenski, he still was getting it done, like you said.
Yeah, I think it's more just about the fact that he's centering the top line, and Marchenko's out now, and he was just getting really good opportunity there, and
his
that
volume did spike
I have to follow it. Yeah.
in the one game for sure.
So I played that.
Yeah, I think you could play it either way, whether Werenski's in or not. I just bet it now.
Yeah, that wasn't my issue. It was more just about the forward issues they've been having, Monahan and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Gunther, you're taking a look at 6 shots on 12 attempts. This was his first game back in nearly a month. He is on Hayton's line. Is anybody concerned about potentially taking away volume from Hayton? Now, they're both played last game, and they both hit. So,
not really.
Yeah.
Not too worried. Ray, you mentioned SGP. Is there anything else that we didn't talk about that you would be considering for an SGP?
Like you guys talked about, obviously Fantilli. I didn't even look at Hayden until you guys brought him up. The only people I looked at this morning was Gunther and Keller. So obviously those two guys.
Yeah.
Whether it's their points or shots, I mean, I think there's a bunch of options. So if you do want the SGP, I'll probably drop it later on today. So
make sure you're following at Firefighter Bets. And Tyson's highlighting one more before we move on.
Yeah, Kent Johnson for a point, 79% at home. Crazy, but even if you look, he's on a crazy streak right now. What is this? 8 straight games to the point. You get into -128 against Utah. I love it.
I think he's actually top line because last game he was listed as top line and then he ended up being second line. Scored anyway with a ridiculous spin-a-rama.
Oh, that was so sick.
Backhand goal. But now I believe he's actually on the top line with Fantilli and Voronkov. So I would, because his point was -118, I think, before, and now it's -128, which is still fine. But
yeah,
there's correlation there. If you want to play him with Fantilli or Voronkov, could be good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I like that. Anything else from anybody?
I think we're going to keep moving.
Yeah.
All right. Next up,
4 games in 40 minutes.
Next up, we've got the Carolina Hurricanes at the Minnesota Wild. Tyson wants us to hurry up. Carolina, 5th most shots for, Wild 4th most shots against, 6th most goals against. They're good target for every positional group. They're also allowing the 8th most power plays, and they have the 3rd worst power or PK in the league over the last 30 days. So it looks like everybody on Carolina could be good for a target. Anybody on Minnesota? It's a tough game. We'll see if we like anybody there.
I would look at Eck, but I don't like the target. He has some nice games against them, against Carolina.
Sure.
I just feel like whenever I do this, whenever I'm like, right, this guy's doing well, he's got a nice history against Carolina, and I play him, it's just exactly what the red says. He doesn't do shit.
Trust the matchup, yeah.
Even though the numbers are there, I feel like every time I do this, it doesn't work. But that would be my look on that side. I'm gonna play Rantanen again. I'm going right back to Rantanen's shots. I played it last game. He only had 1 shot on goal, but he had 6 attempts. So the volume was there. It's unfortunate that he didn't hit, but better matchup now anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go back to him. I actually did with goalie props. We did Bennett and Rantanen first period shot for +145.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Rant has a first period shot in 4 straight. That was his only shot last game, was in the first period. And then Bennett's just
Bennett's a dog.
He's ridiculous right now. So their first period shots +145.
Absolutely. Reyes saying he likes Eriksson Ek shots. Yeah, Yeah, the numbers look good on his side. Absolutely.
Yeah, we were on him
Carolina
last time, I
side.
think.
The Carolina side, we'll take a look. Can we look at just Rantanen overall real quick? So he's minus 135 this game. And it is
I'm fine with it.
Gustafsson, by the way. Awesome. Anybody else?
You get 6 shots from him normally. He's got a good chance of getting the 3 shots on goal. So I think he's going to bounce back.
Yeah. Anybody else on Carolina that we like?
I was
Jarvis as an option.
I was looking at Gustafsson saves, but it just got bumped to 27.5 from 26.5. So it is not.
Yeah.
I wish it was still that, but it's 27.5 now.
That's like where it should be. I think it's a good number.
Got to take.
Doesn't scream value. That's for sure.
Jarvis, man.
Whoa,
I don't know.
Let's make it better. Yeah. Might just be Rantanen.
Rantanen. I mean, Eck, like we've already talked about, he looks fantastic, but I don't know. The volume is he looks great here, but the volume isn't that high, especially in a tough matchup like this one.
Boldy's
so I'm probably going
to the volume.
Yeah. I love Matt Boldy this year.
They're about on the same line. Caps out. They're both getting some shots. So, but I don't like the matchup, especially thinking about that. They're going to be both. They're both together. At least they were last game. And then you got a team that doesn't let up a lot of shots as is. I know the history's there for Eck, but for all we know, he could have been on the second line without like Kaprizov and Boldy in those games. Who knows? So, you'd have to look it up. I would just, I don't like the matchup.
All right, Tice, you good with this one?
Oh, buddy, yeah.
All right, we'll keep it moving. Next up, we've got the Florida Panthers taking on the St. Louis Blues. Florida 4th most goals for, St. Louis 12th most goals against. Florida 1st most shots for, St. Louis 7th most shots against. They're giving up the 2nd most shots to centers and the 7th most shots against to defensemen.
Just bring up Bennett's chart. Just get it over.
And we got a centerman playing in this matchup.
Let's not waste any time. Just bring it up.
Wild.
Look at the volume.
Absolutely wild.
Sam Bennett, locking it in.
I mean,
just play him at 4. I mean, if you're going to take the shot, I mean, his odds aren't in minus 135.
It's still playable. Tremendous
playable.
matchup.
Yeah.
Playing
I did that
well.
first period shot. I like him at 4.
Wow. Okay.
13 last game. Jeez.
Yeah, he's on a tear
that
right
is.
now.
Yeah.
What's that, right?
I said he's on a tear right now.
Oh, absolutely.
Go to the first period shots.
He's cleared this in 2 out of his last 4 games.
Out ripping.
Yeah.
Relentless in the first period.
He'll make it. I want to check out. Okay, we don't have saves yet, but when we do, because
I have a line already. I know who you're asking for.
You probably got to refresh.
Are you talking about Hoffer?
Whoever the Blues goalie's in is for sure.
It's 20. It's 27.5.
Yep, I'll take it. That seems pretty good.
Confirmed, so I would expect a line soon. Yeah.
Well, the line's posted. It's just not on Propstock Cash.
Yeah.
No, they got it.
It's here now.
Oh,
yeah. He just had to refresh.
What am I looking at?
If the line comes out while you have the app or website open, you just got to refresh.
Yeah, you just got to refresh.
27.5. That checks out.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't care about this, really. Like, I'm just gonna look at Jordo. Can you pull up your original? Yeah. So like shots for 35.3. That's first in the league over the last month. 7th most against. What is that? 30.2.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Okay.
He's got to stop.
They're gonna
Yeah.
pile on shots.
But where do you kind of draw the line here? Like I normally like to go, okay, 35 plus the 30, 65, then divide that by 2 to find the average between the two. And then so what? Is that 32.5? Then I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
is he gonna stop? Is he gonna allow 5 goals? You know? I mean
He's been
he might,
decent.
but yeah. Hasn't done it yet. So I mean I don't mind it.
So it sounds like that's a play for Ray. Tyson doesn't mind it.
Yeah, it's not official for me.
Mm-hmm.
Not official. Okay.
Yeah.
The only for sure thing on the board's Bennett here. Like
Sam
for
Bennett.
sure playable. I'm not saying for sure gonna hit. I'm just saying for sure playable. Minus 135. That's a good price for me. So
You had Holloway lined up. Did you want to talk about him at all, Tice?
I just wanted to see if he hit last game because I talked about him, but didn't play him. And he did.
Oh,
But of
Rodriguez shots. That's the minus 118.
Yeah.
I might pair him with Bennett actually.
Pair him. I'm play that myself.
I see. Yeah, but I want to play Bennett, and I don't really want to play minus 145 straight.
Oh yeah, sorry. I was looking at Bennett 4 shots anyway. I might just play him 4.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, no, I was just saying. Look at his hit. Turn off the location filter, and then just look at like head to head. So that's a
Pretty
nice
good.
price for him at 2 shots.
And he's actually only ever landed on 2 once out of all those hits. So
Yeah, I mean 62% on the season.
which is pretty good.
Minus 118, and at St. Louis, I don't like that's their overall. They're letting up 28.6 in the season, but we saw that is up a couple shots recently on shot props chart.
Over
so
the last 30 days.
I might just play this straight.
Yep. Minus 118 for 1.5 guys. Pretty good. Pretty damn good.
5.2 attempts over his last 5. Is that what I'm saying? If you scroll down.
Yeah.
Yeah, he fluctuates a little bit. 5, anything above 5 attempts is nice I think, for him.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Nice
Yeah,
price.
that's a good one. Ray, this is your team. Shots, forgot to mention that. Is there anything else that you like?
No, I think I do like Ekblad too. I think I might just take Ekblad, Rodriguez, and Sam Bennett.
STP in it.
Yeah.
All right. I think we'll keep it moving. 10 minutes left. I can do an extra minutes today, but I know not everybody can. Next up, Colorado at Calgary. Calgary's allowing the 12th most goals against, 14th most shots against. Both these teams shooting kind of mid. Calgary's given up a decent amount of shots to wingers. Wingers is a decent matchup for Colorado as well. Calgary's also given up a ton of power play opportunities. Dustin Wolf is in net for Calgary. We'll throw it to Tyson. I'll take a quick look at injuries real quick. Nothing.
What you throwing it to me for? This is your team. You talk about them.
Actually, no real major injuries on either
Jordo
side.
has like 5 teams, bro.
Yeah. It's is it?
It's the Leafs,
Toronto, the Avalanche, and whoever Jacob Wallman plays for.
There's nobody. Those are the two.
McKinnon's got a lot of goals against the Flames. Head-to-head wise. And he's plus money. That could be interesting. I like his first period shot. I mean, his shots look good overall. You could dabble with some different same game parlay stuff in this one.
We already looked at McKinnon period by period, didn't we, last time?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, last game. Yep.
It's just crazy.
He hit.
This is head-to-head.
Yeah, he did. He had a lot of shots last game.
I'm pretty sure it's like plus 115 or something like that for him to get a shot every period if you do that parlay on FanDuel.
Jeez.
But yeah, I like his goal.
Did they win last game?
I think I'm not sure.
Right
He's
on. Carr, Alberta boy. How is he do? Oh, he's terrible in Calgary.
Oh my god, he was so pissed last game. He took such a stupid penalty at the end of the
Not
game.
a fan though, right? Not a fan. Not watching.
Just cussing.
I say we keep rolling. I don't hear many
Yep,
plays.
I agree. I don't think there's a ton here.
McKinnon.
Yeah,
So,
McKinnon.
Get McKinnon in that one.
All right, we got 2 games left. We got 8 minutes. Okay, let's spend 8 minutes on Toronto, Seattle. Toronto taking on the Kraken in Seattle. The Kraken are giving up the most shots to wingers, 5th most shots overall. They're scoring the 7th most, allowing the 10th most. Toronto is scoring a decent amount and giving up a decent amount of goals. They're also shooting a ton. And in terms of injuries, I don't know if we have an update on Mitch Marner. He was day-to-day. Still listed as day-to-day. On the Seattle side, no new injuries there outside of Riker Evans, who's day-to-day. Okay.
I don't care about this game.
Tyson. I
Another
wanted
guy
to like
beat you.
Nylander. He's just not great on the road.
Are you kidding
Dang.
me? He's been great on the road.
For shots?
It's actually almost comparable.
Like lately,
well,
yeah.
it's not too comparable, but he's pretty.
Yeah.
I mean,
In the head-to-head,
53%.
like
Yeah,
he's hit every time when Seattle's come to Toronto, and the opposite when they're in Seattle.
well, he's hitting.
Or he
today,
hit once.
so.
My apologies.
Matthews has 2 points and like a good amount against Seattle. I think I saw goalie props was on that today. Matthews 2 points, but I would like that more if Marner was on the line with him, because I'm sure that was involved in his head-to-head history there. 71%. I don't know
He's
if
definitely
I'm
getting
sure
one.
Marner was in those games. Yeah. So I'm sure I would like to see Marner back.
No goaltender information.
Yeah,
as of
Marner was in all of them.
unfortunately.
Yeah, that's always a
Um,
big factor.
Mm-hmm.
You want to take a look at
Yeah.
Bobby McMahon?
What are we doing here?
Just trust me.
Let's just go to the good game.
We will. Yeah.
Oh man.
Let's just get to the top game on the slate.
Save the best for last.
So he's had 3 in each game versus Seattle. They bumped him up mid-game to the second line with Tavares and Nylander. And his goal actually looks interesting against Seattle. It's that plus like high 300s. Low 300s now. Anyways,
I like Bobby.
could be an interesting
He
look.
was good last season. The books took a really long time to bump him from 1.5 to like 2.5 when last season, and he was on like a tear.
Mm-hmm.
So if he's getting more opportunity, I like him.
Could be an interesting look, but yeah, we don't want to force anything. Let's move on. Last game on the slate: Tyson's Vancouver Canucks taking on the San Jose Sharks. San Jose is
Wallace San Jose Sharks.
versus Wallace
Wallace
San Jose Sharks. How can I?
Sharks.
My apologies, Walla. My apologies. I gotta get
Well.
habit. San Jose is giving up the most goals against, the second most shots against. Particularly bad to wingers, centers. Also not bad against defensemen. On the other side, Vancouver is allowing the 3rd fewest shots. They're not a good matchup to any positional group, though they are allowing the 10th most goals against. San Jose 2-8-0 over the last 10 games.
You got to get
Tyson.
Granlund out of there.
It's
right.
it's
Miller.
automatic. It's automatic.
I know.
So as soon as we just need San Jose guys to start putting up points and overtake that spot.
I got one for you then.
Okay, we'll start with Walla, then we'll go to Tice.
Tyler Foley. I think he's seeing some nice production since Granlund went out or got traded.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
His last few
Will
games,
it
I love
show
that
up on
volume.
here if he was traded?
don't
he's
think so.
not on that. He's not on the team anymore.
Yeah.
We just know he hasn't been there for what, like 2 games or so, or a game. I
Yeah.
don't know. But anyway, look at his last 3.
Yeah. Very good. 8,
That
7, 10
volume
attempts.
is up there. But his point is, I think the shots look good too. But
Oh, sorry.
his point, yeah. I like his point.
That Demko guy stinks.
You watch last
Right
game?
there. So his time on ice, he's got 18 minutes each of those 3 games, which is up from where he was recently. So he's seeing more time. And highest, the production really spiked up last game, and Granlund wasn't there. He's with Eklund and Celebrini, which are, the best players on the team right now, really. So I like this. I like this one for him. I'm looking at it. I don't know. Is it really minus 120 on FanDuel right now? It was like minus. I thought I saw worse earlier, so I like that price, minus 120. Yeah, I like him for point, and his shots look good to me. Just that volume spike is crazy. I know you said Canucks aren't letting up as many shots or whatever, but again, I think it's just his. If you're telling me he's going to get that much volume, I like it, and he's got a nice history there.
He also used to play
I
against
like
Canucks.
Foley today.
Yeah, and it is confirmed minus 120 on FanDuel.
Maybe it might not have been up on FanDuel earlier, and I was seeing minus 130 or something. I don't know, but anyway, I like that. Is it? Sorry, could you bring up the San Jose lines? Maybe I don't know if something changed. I don't want to be talking about this and then it ends up that's why it's lower, because it changed.
So these aren't confirmed via a practice today. This is what they ran last game, but
is that same with a refresh? Did anything happen recently?
Yeah, no, nothing yet.
All right. I just wanted to make sure. Okay. I like him.
They're on. Yeah, their practice will be a little bit later just because they're on the West Coast, so that might come out in another hour or two if you want to wait. But that looks good. Toffoli I think the point angle is better than the shots, even with the volume.
Well, is Hughes in?
No, he didn't travel.
That's a question. There you go.
Did he play last game?
No.
And how many shots did Vancouver let up just last game? Do we have that?
27. That's my guess. I don't know.
I have that information.
Okay, sweet.
I post that. Shot Props made me a sheet with all of that information on it. I use it daily.
Tyson, what do you like?
I'm not saying anything because you're just gonna roll your eyes and bitch at me.
What do
25.
You like, dude?
Well,
25 last game, but before that it was 18 and 16. So
yeah.
Clearly,
it's also the matchup though. Like they played Colorado too, right?
Colorado.
Are you going
I'm just saying.
I mean, he's been pretty good since coming over.
3.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. 3 shots in each game, 5 and 4. He was plus money too, like big plus money, like plus 140.
I want more volume than that.
Yeah, I know. That was what I wanted to highlight. Not great volume, but I know he's watching, so I wanted him shout him out.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
That's who we should look at.
Yeah, so
that's the volume you want to see against the Sharks.
For sure. Plus 122 for Besser too.
Wait. Excuse me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
plus
it hasn't been great.
Yeah, it hasn't been fantastic lately, but they split
Well,
him up.
all that I care about is Miller's gone, right?
Yeah, Miller's gone, but he's on Heedle's line.
Before these. Don't need to look at anything before these last few games, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm playing that.
So 5 shot attempts. I think he was with Petey, and then last game,
it's the Sharks.
They split him up and put him on Heedle's line, and Heedle's like super quick, so he just pulls through.
Well, you saw that Heedle only had 5 shot attempts. I mean, it dropped a little bit in his last couple of games from what you were looking at before that. So he might be kicking it out to Besser. So
that's what I was just going to say. Yeah.
Play. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. No, totally all good. Yeah, you stole the words from my mouth, which is perfect. That means it's a good play because
Gotcha.
you were thinking it too. So yeah, I'll probably be on
Let's get
Besser, but
Mm-hmm.
other than that, I mean, Philip
I like
Hronik
the
minus
other
135.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy smokes! Kent Johnson point is all the way up to like minus 130 something now.
Jeez.
What? No.
Pairing with Fantilli, man. That's how it's going to happen. Or if Werenski gets announced in.
Yeah.
Point.
Just Ray, what you were saying, like I think you got to play Hronik as well in some fashion. 1.5 against the Sharks. No Quinn Hughes. He gets the PP one time. He's treated as the number one defenseman. In the 2 games without Hughes, he had 2 and 3 shots. His volume's pretty high, 5 and 9. And this game, they didn't see a power play. So he did all that on 5-on-5. And then when I think they got a couple power plays, shot attempts went up to 9. So I like that a lot. Head to head, 3 out of his last 5. Missed the last 2 games, but the volume before that was crazy. So probably be on Besser and Hronik.
Yeah, I just played.
His
I just
last
did that
game.
right now.
Who was that against? Oh, Colorado. He had 3 shots attempts and 1 shot on goal on the power play. So the rest came from 5v5, which I'm not mad at all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had 4 shot attempts on 5v5 and 2 shots on goal. Yeah, I like both of those guys. I'll probably pair Hronik with Shea Theodore actually, but I just don't like how far apart the games are. That shit makes me nervous. But
see, I kind of don't mind that though.
I hate that, bro.
Really?
I hate that. Yes, they have to be in the same time frame.
But if the guy misses at the start and you really like the later guy, then you can just play the later guy again.
That's terrible. Never. No, I hate that. I hate. That's the worst.
See,
I'm sorry. I completely disagree with you on that. That is the worst thing you could do.
Yeah.
You don't
think about it's like, do I play him solo
guy,
or
don't
pair him?
freaking run it back. It's they play lost.
But they normally hit. Yeah. All right, you're right. But
if you like him that much, just play him with something in that game that makes sense. I don't know. I don't like it.
All right.
Spin, do you like
what if the first guy hits and then you're all happy for so long, like this is gonna definitely smack, and then bam, the guy ruins it at the end.
Yeah,
I hate it.
And if that happens, then instead of getting him at the price to go over for your parlay piece, you get it at plus money. So that's how I look at it. I'm like, oh, perfect. What were you gonna say, Ray?
Do you like either Phillips for a point?
What do you think of the Phillips?
Hronik had 2 last game.
Mm-hmm. I didn't look at anything, to be honest, yet. I mean, Hito's got points 2 straight. He's on the top power play now. Minus 105. I mean, yeah, both kind of look good.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna play Ketel.
Yeah,
I'll probably win that way.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Hronik too, like plus money there. Yeah. Jake DeBrusk, he's a very, very scory streaker. I just want to say that.
Scory streaker?
Streaky scorer. Jeez. Guys, I got 4 hours of sleep, all right? Relax.
They give San Jose gives them so many goals. Just take the whole team for a point.
Like look at this. 3 straight games, then didn't score for a while, then exploded, and then 2 back-to-back, and then he's doing it again. So he could score, so he could take his point 2, or his goal plus 200 against the Sharks is pretty good. Plus, earlier this season against the Sharks on the road, he scored.
Who's your favorite Vancouver point, bro?
All of them. Just kidding. I don't know.
Is it?
I was just looking at shots really at the start, but DeBrusk has good history against them. I'll probably play. Well, I'm gonna end up having too much on this game.
Okay. Well, make sure you're following at Spit and Picklets to see what he locks in. Anything else on this game before we officially call it a show?
Sorry, I'm sorry to jump in here. If you're picking, I think it's got to be Hedl, personally.
Yeah, Hedl for a point.
Yeah, his minutes. Just look at his minutes compared to when he was on, New York.
Get
Mhm.
opportunities.
and both games. And we're talking about Besser's going to be ripping.
Yeah, these are
yeah,
the two highest games he's played this season. His last 2 games with the Canucks.
yeah. If you think that Vancouver's scoring, then I feel like you have to be on his point.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. I think that is going to officially end things for us. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Before we leave, we're going to throw it around the table, let people know where they can find more of your content. So we'll start with Walla, who's at the top of my screen. Where can they find your work?
On X at Walla Bets. I have a Discord, the Mosh Pick, and then I also do a lot of stuff for Props.Cash, the hockey, trends and stuff like that. So that's where you can check me out.
Awesome. Ray?
Yeah, as always, X at Firefighter Bets. I have my link tree on there. That covers, where I have my the VIP Discord I'm in, only parlays, and any other things I'm associated with are on there as well. So yeah.
Tyson?
You can find me at Spittin' Picklets on Twitter. You can find all my plays in the Cook the Books Discord, and you can also find all my written content if you like the Canucks as much as I do at Canucks Army.
And you can find me at shopprops.com, at shopprops on Twitter/X. And we will be back on Tuesday, same time, same type of show. Best of luck tonight, everybody. We will see you soon.
See you next Tuesday.